I am most excited when the eclipses are coming. Though for many of us, it's frightening. Because when we talk about the eclipses, the solar or the lunar eclipses, the first impression that we get is, oh, there's going to be a hullabaloo around, there's going to be a lot of chaos around, things are going to be changing, there are going to be, the situations change, the rules and regulations of the organizations change. So the eclipses are around our corner on the 1st of September as well as on the 16th of September. So we need to understand solar eclipse means how your outer world changes, and the lunar eclipse means how the internal world, your inner world changes. Solar is completely the kind of an eclipse where you see that things which you're in your comfort zone, it is shaking you out from your comfort zone. Whereas lunar eclipse, it is shaking you out from your emotional comfort zone, and you need to change your ideas. Now these eclipses are separate for every individual. How they affect every individual is separate, and that is where gender comes into play. So the solar and the lunar eclipse affects men in a different manner and females in a different manner. Where a woman is concerned, she is much more adaptable, much more flexible, and much more vibrant than a man is. A man, like a woman's brain can be divided into, her brain can actually be divided into, you can say 50, 60 compartments, and she will interlink each one of the compartment and keep doing her things. That is why a woman is known as a woman who can multitask. She can be looking at the TV and while doing the knitting. She could be probably thinking about what's cooking in the kitchen while also attending to the homework of a child. So she is very multitask. She can actually function on various things. Now when the solar eclipse comes, the thing is that she forgets to do one thing while concentrating on the other thing. That's the difference that happens to her, and that unnerves her, because she suddenly starts feeling that, am I getting into this forgetful nature, or am I getting paranoid about certain things? I don't tend to remember certain things in my life. You don't have to panic. It happens. It happens to all of us, especially when the solar eclipse is coming. We tend to focus and concentrate on one thing that is getting disturbed while forgetting the other things. Because it's always the ugly that comes in front of us, and we notice the ugly first before we notice the beautiful thing. If you actually are walking on a road and you're looking down, you will see that yes, the path is strewn by leaves, the path is strewn by dirt. But have you ever given a thought that if we look up, the path is also very beautifully done up by the trees, by nature? Now when the solar eclipse is coming, there will be heavy rain, there will be dust storms, things will be chaotic around you, people are chaotic around you, and a woman is so responsible or conditioned right from the beginning to feel responsible for everything that is going wrong in a man's life. So she suddenly starts feeling victimized. Now this is only during that solar eclipse, because things are going wrong, the men tantrums are going up, the children are throwing tantrums, things are not going around good or well in the working place, insecurities start rising, fearfulness starts rising, and a woman by and large starts feeling anxious. Because she feels responsible, that probably things are going wrong, either she's inadequate, incapable, inability, or she feels that people around her are jealous. Again, it is playing havoc with her emotions, but at the same time, she's unable to control the situations around, because she cannot pinpoint that why people around her are getting agitated, and she feels that they are probably getting agitated by some odd attitude of her own. Whereas that is not the case. When the solar eclipse is going around, and when the solar eclipse is there, a week before the solar eclipse, during the solar eclipse of 1st September, or a couple of days when the eclipse is resting, a woman will feel agitated for 10 odd days without really knowing why is she agitated, and the only thing she cannot control are the circumstances that are happening around her. However much she may try to calm her men down in her life and try to figure out why are they behaving so differently than what they usually are, or why are the children throwing so many tantrums in spite of her going out of the way to pacify them, she will get disturbed, she will get anxious, she will get fearful. So what should a female do during this time? A female should let things be. Let each individual find their own demons, fight against their own demons, and find solutions to what is making them feel insecure. You do not have to take this responsibility of correcting the wrong. You just need to think and calm your own energies, do your own thing, build your own confidence. In fact, when the solar eclipse is going on and things around are changing, frankly speaking, it's a very good opportunity for you to think how to renew your working space, how to renew your personal space, and how to create the world that you want, by allowing everybody, including the children, including the men, to do things the way they will. If you don't give in to their tantrums, if you don't give in to their demands, trust me, you will not only do a world of good for them, but you will be doing a world of good for yourself also. Because during the eclipses, if a woman can do introspection, she will be brilliant. She will pass the time very good. In fact, since these eclipses happen twice a year, every 6 months, you should be mentally prepared that while the eclipses are happening, this is what I am going to do. I am going to handle my own self. In fact, it's a universal, it's a message from the universe. The message is, look into yourself, try to change the things externally, and I will not allow you to change them. You needed to change them at the time they needed changes. Since you didn't make the changes that time, now I'm forcing you to make the changes. So think about that. Now the spiritual astrology angle is for pregnant women. Now this does a lot of this thing that women are pregnant, and pregnant women should not be going out during the solar eclipse because it could be harmful for the child. The scientific reason behind it is that the radiations are so powerful that they can affect the child. There's a scientific aspect of it, though it has yet to be proved. Then the spirituality also says that, the thing is that the child may become abnormal, or there may be a devilish child or a devilish streak in the child because there are too many ghosts and demons roaming around. So a woman has to protect herself during the eclipse days. Not true. It's a myth. It's absolutely a myth. Nothing can happen to the child. Yes, you can take precautions by staying indoors. Now, my saying this is take precautions by staying indoors is from the simple point of view that during the eclipses, since the mind is not calm, since the behaviors of people around you and your own behavior could be a little aggressive, could be a little impulsive, so you could do things which could be wrong. So to safeguard yourself from that, if you can just have a calm day off and just 2-3 days just relax till the solar eclipses passes, you will feel much more energetic and much more happier. So do not please blindly think that if I had walked out, my child will be abnormal. Don't think negative. Solar eclipses are a way of cleansing your external, your surroundings. So it's important for you to understand that and work in a very healthy, or live in a very healthy and happy manner, especially when you're pregnant. It gives you reasons to enjoy your movie. It gives you reason to go and enjoy your spa. It gives you a reason to do things which you've been wanting to do but didn't do it because there were other matters that were at hand. So take these a few days off. I would say take the 10 days off and completely indulge yourself in your favorite pastime. And you'll happily confront and be a happy mother. You'll give birth to a very healthy child without thinking negative that the solar eclipse is going to have a bad effect. These eclipses don't have a bad effect. They just change the circumstances because you refuse to change them earlier.